Hello and welcome to the interview with Jakob Šušterič and Tomo Krivc. They are the co-founders of MESI, a medical device development and production company with a goal to bring early diagnosis to all patients. On 4th November, the company marked its 10th anniversary. So far, MESI devices were sold in more than 50 countries around the world. My name is Tjaša Zajc. I'm the host of Faces of Digital Health podcast, and I've known MESI for quite a few years now. This is why they invited me to share their story with you. We're going to do that in a short series of conversations with the team, partners, and supporters. See the full list of discussions in the description. As I mentioned, today you will meet Tomo Krivc and Jakob Šušterič. MESI was born when they were still students of engineering. At one point, they met with a cardiovascular surgeon, Matthias Spahn. He spoke to them about the problem of late diagnosis of peripheral arterial disease. And based on the information about the difficulties doctors had with complicated diagnostic procedures, Tomo and Jakob developed an innovative device for measuring the ankle brachial pressure index, known as APP, and designed a medical tool for early diagnosis of peripheral arterial disease. The device was an immediate success. It enabled healthcare professionals to perform the APP measurement in 1 minute. Seeing the potential to help millions of people, Jakob and Tomo established MESI in 2010. Since then, the company also developed another product, the MESI M tablet system, which includes a wireless sensor for APP, ECG, blood pressure, pulse oximeter, and toe brachial index module. The tablet includes MESI M Records and MESI M Store. But enough from me. Let's hear what the co-founders have to say themselves about the company and the way it's going in the future. So, Tomo and Jakob, welcome.
Hello.
Hi.
Jakob, can we start with you? Can you tell us the story of MESI, the cornerstone of what you're doing? What's your why that's keeping you with the further development?
Thank you for this question. Well, since the beginning, the cornerstone of MESI was, still is, and it always will be simplifying diagnostics. On the 4th of November, 10 years ago, when Tomo, myself, and Matthias established the company, we have embedded the vision in our name. And since then, simplifying diagnostics is the first rule when we develop solutions for our customers, doctors and nurses. But we simplify diagnostics with one important purpose. This is to help clinicians, doctors and nurses to discover diseases and conditions in early stages. This is the only way to efficiently and successfully treat the patient and prevent serious complications. There are residual benefits as well, of course. For example, if disease is discovered early, then the patient can be treated already on the primary level. Consequently, there are less wrong referrals made. Patient can be treated in the comfort of their home, instead going to the hospitals, and this is how the healthcare can save huge costs.
In diagnostic sense, the best way to help patients is if you help doctors make their work easier. So how does MESI address this?
So every medical device, every solution has to help the doctors and nurses, clinicians. Make their work easier, save their time, make technology invisible and diagnostics results available, so when they need them and how they need them. Our MESI M tablet is a plug-and-play device. No technician is needed to use the product. It brings the diagnostic reports effortlessly to the right location and support the decision-making with help of also our smart apps. So when we have designed the MESI tablet, we have spent a lot of efforts to create a system that will help healthcare professionals save money as well. So this is the modularity and the ability to expand the possibilities with additional wireless diagnostic modules and the diagnostic algorithms.
The company started addressing the early diagnostic of peripheral arterial disease. Given that you began addressing this issue 10 years ago, can you tell us a little bit more about the prevalence of the disease and how it has changed by today?
So 10 years ago, it really felt like we are moving the mountains. But we were totally in love with our goal to bring early assessment of blocked arteries to every single patient in the risk group. We were maybe a little bit foolishly blind to change the way healthcare operates, because we were only students without any experiences in healthcare business, market development, and running actually a business of any kind. But we were determined to change how peripheral arterial disease is discovered, and this determination has helped now already thousands of patients to receive early diagnosis and therefore on-time treatment. Many of them have been rescued from leg amputation, gangrene, heart attack, or stroke. If we look at the numbers, so far our device helped few hundred thousands of patients to receive an early diagnosis, and therefore we have saved altogether around 15,000 limbs to be amputated. I believe that that's a huge impact that we did in the last 10 years, and we can say that our presence really helped the healthcare landscape and patients to be treated.
Tomo, the device MESI first started offering on the market was much different from the M tablet that you are developing still today. Can you tell us more about the M tablet?
Yeah, so, okay, first you have to know that me and Jakob, we are both tech enthusiasts. So it did not took long to notice that most of medical devices currently on the market use very old technologies, and that healthcare professionals, despite the digital age that we are in now, they still have to print everything on the paper and store files and records in physical way. So what we wanted to change is that the device, the M tablet, is nothing like this. So it's a totally different approach. It can store every measurement, every recording, everything in an electronic health record. So not only ECG reports that are maybe common now, but also other measurement types like blood pressure, ankle brachial index, blood oxygenation, and so on. And because the data is structured and it's not stored in like PDFs, it can be furtherly analyzed, and with the help of machine learning and artificial intelligence, we can help doctors to see what's maybe invisible to them at the first sight. But there are also other improvements that M tablet brings. So we have, for example, MESI M store on the device, and the doctors and nurses can immediately access and see which other applications and diagnostic tools we can provide them. They can share the results and get the second opinion. For example, for an ECG recording, this is very common or very much used. They can see reports and results on different platforms, so not only on the device itself, but also in the browser on their mobile phone. And because the M tablet is connected to the internet, it can be remotely upgraded, automatically upgraded, and does not need an on-site support from our support team. So
you mentioned. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Go ahead.
Our approach, so using all this feature, is really unique in healthcare's so in professional healthcare, and I'm really happy that we succeeded doing this.
Thank you. You mentioned a lot of benefits that you provide for medical professionals. Can you tell us a little bit more about the modularity of the M tablet? What do you mean when you talk about that, and why is it so important?
Yeah, so first thing that we wanted to do is, as I mentioned, to bring more of a modern consumer technology into the healthcare segment. So we wanted to build a device that looks like a tablet and has a different wirelessly connected measuring unit. And this allows us not only to make the device look more sleek and better, but also at the same time, this is more economical approach for our consumers. The modularity offers them the flexibility to use these diagnostic solutions that they need at the moment, and when they are ready, they can expand with more solutions, with more diagnostic tools, and also the software applications. So not only devices, but also software solutions, extensions, and so on.
So it's a step-by-step approach.
Exactly.
Perfect. Jakob, we've seen that digital health and telemedicine saw a true renaissance and growth this year because of the coronavirus. How has it affected MESI, and how do you see the potential of digitalization that has been so obvious this year?
Well, digital health is a very, very vast subject of medicine. But from our experience, you need to invest really small steps to bring digital solutions to a wide adoption in the healthcare market. So nobody can eat an elephant in one bite, right? But if you make one bite at a time, then you will end up achieving the goal. And this is how we answer the digital change in the healthcare market. Our M tablet is a first step in the healthcare digitalization. All the diagnostic measurements our device performs are stored digitally in the patient electronic healthcare record. And the easiest way to start digitalization in a hospital or in a primary healthcare center is to start with diagnostic measurements. Not changing everything what you do every day, change it to digital, because you will end up not getting there, failing. But if you change one product or one service at a time, then you will end up becoming really digitalized provider as a doctor, and of course get the benefits of the digitalization out of that.
I'm sure you have a lot more to say on that topic and your plans about the future. But before that, Tomo, can you perhaps share a little bit about how MESI responded to the growing need for telemedicine and increased safety measures caused by the COVID pandemic?
Yeah, so immediately after this pandemic started, we wanted to find out how, in one way, we can help to prevent the spread or the consequences, and how, on the other side, we can also provide a safety for our company. So as we are quite small and we are lean, and we immediately shifted our development to the other direction. So we a little bit adjusted the direction of our development in order to prepare a solution with our current devices for remote monitoring of patients with COVID. So we provided a monitor for blood oxygenation for multiple patients that are being hospitalized because of the COVID. On the other side, we wanted to develop something also for the telemedicine solution. So we already had an idea and a vision how to bring a new device similar to the M tablet to home care, and we started the development a little bit early because we saw that this is really something that is needed and would be needed in the near future.
So this whole crisis indeed affected also the way you started thinking about the products that you make or the market might need that you perhaps weren't even thinking of before, right?
Yeah, of course. So we had one plan and one goal before the COVID started, and we saw immediately how things are shifting, how fast also the market is responding. Usually the healthcare market is quite slow, but right now things are moving extremely fast, and we also need to change fast in order to follow this need.
Which brings us to our last question. Jakob, where do you see MESI in 2030, 10 years from now? Are there any roadmap plans that you can share with us?
So we stick to our vision. So we want to help every doctor in the world to discover diseases early using our devices that really simplify the diagnosis. But not only that, if we want to really help the doctor well with all the data from the patient, we need to bring diagnostic solutions also to the patient's home. And this is also the direction our M tablet will be moving in the future. But to summarize, we want to help each and every doctor discover diseases early. So this means we need to get to the every doctor's practice in the world.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for today. Good luck with the further development and towards the goals and the mission that you have. And we'll hear more from other speakers that I mentioned in the beginning. So your partners, your supporters in the next discussions. Thank you for today.
Thank you.
Thank you.